Hi guys, welcome once again to the channel. Today we'll be going into the design proper. I want you to stay with me as we go into design to show you the secrets and how you can carry out your design from scratch to finish. Let's go.
So this is where we stopped. All right, now there are things I want us to consider. First, I want to show us how to put curved beam on any part. Two, I want to show us how to relabel these things so that they can be serial. Okay, in case you finished and maybe you put one here, it didn't continue, you put the other one here, now come back, continue, and the naming, the numbering is scattered. I want to show you what you need to do. Once you reach to that level, you just go to edit, go to relabel members, let them number from left to right, this, that, columns and wall from left to right, horizontal members, vertical members from left to right also. So these are the things I want you to rename and remember. I'll just click OK, so it will do it automatically. Okay, all right, now we continue. The next thing we are going to do now is to put a curved beam. For instance, let me put a curved beam this area or this area, whichever area I wish to put a curved beam. Now, how do you put a curved beam? Take your axis, click here, click the point, hold down your shift key, drag it to the next point, leave it. This will come out. This is where you put your radius. I put 1002. It's outside. Let me make it 1005. And I want it to go outside this way. I put minus. You see it has come out. If I'm okay with it, how do you get this curve with the one the architect put? Now, from this place to this place, get the middle. When you get the middle span here, draw a line from that middle, go and hit that curve that the architect has drawn. When you hit the curve, take your dimension from here to that place. Whatever thing that you get, that is what you put here to give you that curve. Is that all right? So when you have done that, click OK. It will put the axis. The axis has already been put. Now I want to put beam there also. I just click on my beam. The same thing. I will hold shift, drag it, and click on that and leave it. It will come out. It has already assumed. Look at what it's telling me now. Look at where it is. Say use existing curve axis. I will say yes. Use it. So I'll just click. It will inside the beam. It will inside the beam. You see now, I have a curved beam now. You see it? So I can equally insert slab on it. You can see I have slab and inserted it. Nothing. So this is how you insert your curved beams. All right. Okay. is how we set curved beams. Take note. Now we need to proceed. The next thing we are going to do now is to put our wall loads, and after we might have finished putting our wall loads, we will go further to put our reinforcements, and now till we get to our analysis. So to do that, you go to run, you go to building analysis, come here, edit beam wall load. Now this is concrete grades this way, steel grades this way, bar sizes this way. So when you click on one, I used to choose the smallest one because of what is happening in our building industry today. A lot of compromise in standard, so I begin to correct it from my own angle before it gets to the final construction people. You will give them C45 or M45, they will go to site, they will use M20, and it doesn't concern them. So I use the smallest so that by the time they begin to compromise and do other things, it will not be far from what I have used for the design. That is why I normally choose the smallest one. Then I apply it to all the members on that column, members on this column here. So you see all of them is having the same grade of concrete. I go to concrete grade, steel grade. You know, this is high yield, this is my steel and high yield. So we use my high yield, which is 410. Of course, you know that the strength is not up to that Nigeria strength, so it applies to all. I come here, I choose one by one, I click on column, I make what I will use for my column. I choose 16 and 20. I'm the one to choose. You can choose one, you can choose more than one. We are not doing war. I come to beam. Onyinoga said, according to Onyinoga, that we are not to use Y12 for beam reinforcement other than where the span is less than 2.4. You can open Onyinoga textbook, page 175, read the second paragraph. You will see it very clear stated there. We are on beam now. All right, so we will choose Y16 and Y20 for our beam. We can choose only Y16. Let's make it Y16 and Y20. We're not doing rib slab. Come to foundation. Of course, you know you're not to choose reinforcement lesser than what you have chosen in your column reinforcement. It's okay. I choose 2, 20 and 16. All right, I'll come to our links. This is links. Come here, let's choose Y8, Y10, Y12. So our concrete weight of concrete, unit weight 24, unit weight of block 3.4 something, 3.47 or thereabout. I use 3.5. So I click OK, I close it. I will now come here. This is the slab strip. Remember, we are finished with slab, we are not doing rib slab, so the next thing is this. So I've arranged, set it us before coming here, and I click it. Now as I click it, this is at start, at end. This at start, this one means that it is cantilevered, beam is inside. I seen it now. This one means that beam is starting it. This one means that it is also inside, beam is inside, means it's cantilevering out with slab. This one means that it's cantilevering out. This one means that beam is at the end. The same thing applicable to this. So this is the pattern we are going to use because of what we have on ground. We're going to have beam starting and beam ending. That is what we have, beam starting and beam ending, and there. So as I've done it, I'll draw it across and hold my control so that it can be straight. I leave it, it will insert. It will insert. Wow, I'm seeing Y16 there. Did we choose Y16 for our slab? Did we choose Y16 for our slab? Oh, sorry. Choose Y10 and Y12 for our slab, please. Choose Y10 for our slab, Y10 and Y. So did we choose Y50? Very sorry, please. Our slab, this is slab, am I correct? Choose Y50. This is our slab. Choose this. It's never done. I choose Y16, Y10 and Y12. Why is it giving me Y50? Wow, this is error. This is error. Let me go through the settings again. Y10 and Y. I click OK. I click OK here. I close. I'm very surprised. It's giving me Y50. I didn't choose Y50. What is wrong with my settings? Okay, let me go to settings, slab settings. Design. me the right thing now. Shows white thing. Shows white thing. So what you do horizontal, you do vertical also. You put your reinforcement vertical. None of you reminded me of something. You know that this slab that's supposed to be beam is supposed to put beam. He's telling me that the section of the slab is too much, that it fell. That is what he told me. Let me do it again, because he may encounter such thing, so that you know what you do. Look at what he said. Deflation occurred. So you need to put beam somewhere so that you can reduce the span. Okay, so remember that there's supposed to be beam here because of the wall coming on top of it. Nobody reminded me anyway. So can put slab now. Slab. Can put our reinforcements. You can see that it's becoming somehow crowded. Somebody that didn't start with us will not understand what we're doing again, because everything will look like magic to him. Okay, now we have finished putting our reinforcement members, vertical and horizontal. Vertical and horizontal. Now after putting all this, your reinforcement vertical and horizontal, the next thing you need to do is to generate your story. Generate your story. Now to generate your story, you go to building, insert story. Now we are inserting story. Now this software uses extra floor as wall load. What it means that if you're designing one story building, you will put 2. If you're designing 2-story building, you will put 3. If you're designing 3-story building, you will put 4. The extra one on top of it will be used as a roof load. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, now in this our class, let's assume we are designing for 1-story building. We will put 2-story. We'll click OK. Can see what has happened. Don't bother too much. Go back to building, click on generate story. You see, click this one and this one will come out. Now if you're designing 10-story, 20-story, 100-story, once you click the first one, you're using the first one to generate the next ones. So use this first one. If there are 10, from the second one, highlight all of them and click OK. And click OK. Now there is no wall load on this. I supposed to have done something before I get generated, but no problem. Now this is the second floor. This is the second floor. You see it. I supposed to have put wall load before I generate this load. I forgot. Now, and you don't use second floor to put wall load. You just click on your story 1. I want to put wall load now. I want to put wall load. So you just highlight a beam. highlight a beam, highlight a beam, right click, go to edit beam wall load, open this place. The size of block we are using is not inclusive here, so for that reason we put enter wall label here. You come here, is in meters, put the size of your wall 225.225, our height 3 meters, our block weight, unit weight we used to 3.5, and this is the design load factored now. Right, you click OK. As you click OK, right click, copy beam wall load. You want to paste it, copy it to all. You want to copy this load to all these beam walls. So as you copy it, click this first one, go down, hold shift key down, and click the last one. It will highlight all of them and begin to highlight them inside the drawing. Your mouse remains triangular, but when it finishes, your mouse will change to square. So let's watch it and see when it finishes. You'll be able to dictate. All right, it has finished highlighting them. So you right click and go to paste copied beam wall loads. It will also be rectangular. Looking at it, once it finishes, it's going to change to square. That is how you know. But you know very well, that there is a cantilever here, so this is not supposed to carry wall load. So see what will happen. I'll put beam here. I like my cantilever to go with beam. Now I'll slab this place. I'll put reinforcement. I'll put reinforcement. Now I will delete this beam wall load. I will now copy beam wall load and paste on the ones that will come out. Copy beam wall load. Now paste here. Hold Control key. Highlight the next one. I right click and now paste for the two of them. Please, you have to understand modeling. In every design tool or any software that does modeling, the modeling part of it is the critical part. If you cannot model, it will be difficult for you to, because design is just procedure, normal procedures. You just put this, put that, but modeling, you have to model whatever thing that come your way. You should be able to model it very fine before you run your design or your analysis. Okay, now when we go upstairs now let's see what happens. Okay, this is it here. I want to show us that place that's the cantilever. Which side of it so we have cantilever? Okay, this area here, you see, look at it very well. Look at it. You will see a beam inside and then I see beam outside here. You see a beam inside and I see a beam outside here. Now this wall, I'll now go to second floor. I'm now going to second floor to edit. Now see what happens now. will now come to second floor. I will come here. So what I will now do, I will delete this slab. I will delete this slab. This beam, sorry. This column will shift. The column will shift now to come here. This beam has to be extended. So this is the new face of what I will have. This is what I will have now. Now let's see the 3D. How is it? You can see it. You can see that it is cantilevered. See my ground floor coming up. See where the first floor has shifted. See it now. Now see the column, see the beam down, and see where this one cantilevered. Do you understand? Please, you have to understand it. It's very, very important you understand. Very, very important you understand. Okay. Now, this second floor slab we have here is 150 by 150 and thereabout. Please, you are advised to delete all this slab. Edit your slab to 100, at least 4 inches is okay. If use it to slab it again, because it just swallowed nothing. Do you understand? Okay. Now, when you have done this, don't run analysis with your upper floor. Always run analysis with the one you have put reinforcements. Very, very important. Now, when we have done this, the next thing we need to do now is for us to design the slab. And after we might have finished designing the slab, we now run analysis for columns and beams. Is that all right? After we finish designing the slab, we now run analysis for columns and beams. Okay, let's go. We have to design the slab first. You have to design the slab. To do that, you come here, slab analysis and design. You click here. Let it be on do not modify existing. Let it fail so that you use your hand to change it or redesign it. So that you not say reselect and you see it will design a slab for you. You begin to choose Y50, Y20, Y60. You understand? Alright, this is the calculation sheet. You open it on PDF. This is it. Now, this is the master class, the name of the project. This is the report, analysis and result. Now, this place is the name of the company. Let me quickly show you, because I didn't put it, I didn't change it, because this is the company I have been designing for. So I don't want to forget about it, but let me show you. When you come to settings, come to general settings. Now look at it here, company. Type the name of your company here. You want to appear as the designer and click OK. Okay, that is just it. All right. Now this is the calculation sheet. Take time to go through the calculation sheet at the end of the design. You know what this means: effective or total depth of slab, this dead load, the life load not factored, this length, this. When you finish, now go through it. Now I will show you what happens if the slab fails. I will show you. Now when you finish, go through it. You can see this place, deflection shake sufficient. If this slab fails, if this panel fail, it will write here not sufficient. And before it write not sufficient, when you want to put your reinforcement, it will tell you that there is deflation there. If you continue, it will bring it to your calculation sheet. You must see it. So you go through sufficient. So we use Y10. Rather that so many people have been using too much reinforcement for their work. That is waste of money. When Y10 can actually do the work, there isn't Y12, and you know the difference, amount difference on it. So this thing you have to change, save it, okay, save it. Save it. So close. Now we are ready to run analysis. Before you run analysis, take your section, cut your section, hold it here, drag it across, hold your control to make it straight, leave it, click on top. The section has come out, but it has no reinforcement. So what you need to do, come here, show steel bars, click on show steel bars and update. The reinforcement has come out. Reinforcement has come out. So what do you need to do again? Now go to run, go to building analysis, go to model option. You can reduce by 25. If I so you come here, you want to run analysis for this and this and this. So if you click here, you have highlighted the two, so you click on run analysis, allow you to run the analysis for you. Still running. Do not select steel bars. Let it not select. If it fails, I will know that it failed and I know what to choose and redesign. Okay, so when you're doing design and you reach this place, once this place passes, so that the design has passed, if there is any error in your modeling and all the rest, it will not come. This place will not come up. You will see this place cannot. This place cannot. I've forgotten something. There is no problem. We are going to run the analysis again. You know that our ground floor and our first floor is not the same, and I've forgotten to do the edit. So let it finish the analysis. I will go back and I will edit it. It's supposed to have done it before you run the analysis, though I forgot it, but let me run it again. So once I run the analysis again, it has forfeited all analysis that has been done. Let this finish running. I will go back and run and change all those things. Once your drawing, your work passes this level, that is where you will be praying analysis. Once it's completely successful, you will thank God for your work. Okay, all right, let me not to begin to go into details because I didn't do the actual work I supposed to have done. Let me do the editing. I will come back again to run the analysis. Story 2. Now we have a lot of changes. You didn't remind me. We have a lot of changes which we are going to take care of right away. We have a lot of changes. Remember, war is coming here. War is coming here. So we have to adjust all these things so that it can take all these things into consideration. Now see what I will do. Let me have the two. Okay, all right, look at it. So there is wall coming here. The wall is coming like this, so I give it, I complete. Okay, the next one, this place. How to delete this beam. Wall is coming. Wall is coming. Okay, so see what happens now. From this to this place, the new wall is coming 2025. So I would like to, let me stretch this so that if it moves I will know. So I right click and go to offset. This thing is what I was telling you that may come out when you're putting your axis. Once this thing comes out, your axis cannot insert again. You will click here, it will come back to normal, then you continue putting your axis again. Okay, so I right click and go to offset. I want this beam to be offsetted 2025 this way. I click the area I want it to go. Okay, this is the place that the new wall is coming now. So I take my beam, take beam, new wall is coming from here to this place, then from here down. See, that is the new wall. Okay, the next one, there's the new wall. So this old wall is going out. That is what it means. This wall is going out. Okay, so this is the sitter, this is the lodge now. From here is the lodge, yes, to this area is the lodge. I want to introduce column. I'll introduce column here. Alright, it's a point load. I will remove this column because it cannot be obstructing. This place is beam, so column standing here is going to cause obstruction. So I'll delete this. I'll take beam. I'll now go direct from here. Direct from here to here. Okay, there is still beam there. Okay, we have gotten these parts. There is wall here, but we will not consider the wall because it's very small, and this one is very small, and our spacing is 200. So this one, without considering it, it will still enter, and it still will, nothing will happen to it. Now this one is one we need to consider. This one from this axis to is 2,400. So we need to offset this wall. We have to offset. I need to increase it so that I will know that is the one. I stretch. Okay, and now right click again, and I want to offset. I'll offset by 2,400. I click the area I want it to move. Okay, now I now carry my beam. This is it. Ask you whether you want it to be secondary beam or primary beam. So this one continues. Okay, continues to this one. Yes, continues to this one. Yes. So from here supposed to be open. It cannot be open like that because there must be wall, there must be beam here to hold this slab landing here. Okay, so we'll leave it like this. We'll only open up this. We'll open up this one. This one is this one. This one is this one. This one stops here. So this one stops here. So I'll delete this. I'll delete that. I'll put it like this now. Okay, I'll put it like this. This is how it is. Okay, like this. So this beam will go. Alright, so this place is open like this. From here to here is open. This place I didn't touch it because there is no change. No change this area. Okay. Now this one now is this room. This is this toilet. This is this room. This is this. This is the other one. This is this lobby. Staircase remains. Everything other side the same. Former wall has gone. This is the new wall. Okay. All right. So we can now insert back our slabs. Now, having done this, we can now run our analysis. We can now run our analysis. Okay. So we can now run our analysis again. Because so I can take every changes into consideration. Oh, so wait. When you get to this stage, you have to be looking up onto God so that analysis can be. You don't need to choose any other thing. Let it not to select for you. Let it design and leave it for you. Let it not select. Let it remain on don't select when previous bars are insufficient. Now, where we have done all these changes of the arrangement, remember, if there is no proper transfer of load, it will not analyze. If there is no good connection of beam to column, it will not analyze. It means that your load cannot be transferred very well. So for you to run your analysis and it runs very well, completely successfully, means that there is proper transfer of load from up to foundation. Please take note of it. can see building analysis completed successfully. If it's not completed successfully, brother, you are not finished. You have to go look for what the problem is. I click OK here. Now after the analysis, I now go to post analysis. Okay, now in your post analysis is where you are going to get your beams, your columns, calculation sheets, and so forth and so on. Now I advise you, and it's normal and proper for you to check your beams first. Check your beams first, so that if there is any changes and any changes and adjustment, the load will be taken care of. The load will be recognized in the column before you begin to, as you want to get it. Because if you do column first and change beam, where is the load of the one changed going? You understand what I mean? Okay, now this one that are marked with green color, good, they successfully passed. These ones with red, they failed. They need to be adjusted, they need to be changed. So I double click on this one, the one that failed. I double clicked on it. It's telling me, do you not, existing still is not sufficient? I say yes. You see where the problem is? Okay, I just say select bars. That selected it by itself. You see, I just say okay. You see that it has changed, it has corrected it. I double click the next one. I say yes. You see the problem, where the problem is? It has corrected it already. I click, I said okay. I double click on this. Yes, it has selected. I click OK. So that is how you do for all the beams that fail. You have to redesign them. You have to redesign them. Double click on the beam. Select bars. Okay, this one didn't change. You see? Okay, I was expecting such thing to happen so that I can show you something. I say okay. Now it didn't change. Even when you selected this, it didn't change. Now look at this. Extend left to lap, extend right to lap. Now I want this to extend here. Let's see whether this will adjust or not. So it's going to extend to right. Okay, so I click here. I want this to extend to right. Did it change? Okay, let's see if this same thing applicable. If it is this one here, you just highlight, just make it to, you understand. Okay, let's see if it's going to change. Did it change? Oh, it changed. Wonderful. So that is it. That is how we adjust our beams. Very, very important. Okay, all our beams has passed now. Now we want to filter it, because remember that the second floor beams are not useful to us, because though they are the roof beams, they are roof beams. You cannot begin to adjust the beams one after the other. When you finish generating your story, it's going to be a big load for you. If not, you could have make it 300 by 225. You understand? It's a roof beam, 300 by 225. Well, if you in fact, not if you have the time. After generating your load, your second floor, the last floor, all those beams, change them, highlight them one by one. When you highlight it, go to beam icon, open the beam icon, change your 225 to 200, change your 450 to 225 or 300, update it. It's going to do all your beams like that, so that you will have 225 by 300 or 225 by 225 roof beam. Okay, now this case, now I will filter those beams off, those second floor beams, because I can use one beam here. I can use one beam here to edit as my roof beam. All right, so it's not a big deal. Now I only want story 1 beam to appear. I don't want any story 2 beam to appear in my report. So that's what I've done now. Now I want to generate my calculation sheet for these beams I've done. I click on design report. If I want the characters to be big, I increase it here. You understand? If I want it to be 4 axes in one sheet, I make it. I now click OK. I click OK. It will generate the calculation sheet for the beam. For the beam design is running, so you wait for it. It's running. Alright, this is our bending moment and shear diagrams. Okay, you click on PDF, so I can open on PDF and open very well for you. You can take a look, take time to go through it. Remember your company name is here. Remember the name of the class both appear below the project name, masterclass. The name of the client must be here. Okay, now this is how many pages? 24 pages. Okay, now you look at them one by one. This is beam 1 in 23 bits. So you look at them. Now you go and check if it fell or not. Look at deflation shake. Okay. All right, that's where you are interested. Deflation shake. Okay. That is where I'm interested. Deflation shake. Okay. Deflation shake. Okay. Deflation check. Okay. Deflation check. Okay. All right, you save this also. Is one of the reports you'll be preparing. You save this. All right, you save it. Okay, now there's another report you need to get for your. Okay, before you go through that way, after getting this your report here, before you leave this place, just click on detailed drawings. Automatic detailed drawings or axes. Only story 1 is what you're looking for. Remember that story 2, you don't need it as much. But if you have dictated it for roof beams, after getting your story 1, you come back again and click on story 2 and highlight story 1 and get it. Now it will open in AutoCAD. This is AutoCAD. So I want to copy it. I want to take it direct to environment where I was working before. I don't want it to be 1. So I want to take it. So what I will do, I just highlight it from here. I right click. I highlighted it. I right click, I copy. Now look at, see where I'm closing, not here. If I close here, all the other code I have here will close. I want to close these particular ones. As for the next one, for this one to open for me. See it. I cannot paste it. I say. Alright, I go back. Now if you want to get the story 2, you remove this one, highlight this one, click OK. Story 2 will come out for you. Okay. Alright, I close this. I close this place. Now before I leave beam, sorry, my this thing has closed. Very sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. I I clicked the wrong thing. Very sorry. Okay. Okay, on the beams, so let's check if it saved the last something I did, if my beams all fell or they still, you can see. So what I did last was saved. So I was coming from detailing. Okay, this is where I am now before it closed. Now go to before you leave beam, finally go to reports, click on beam load analysis. This is the two important reports you must get for beam. Two important reports you must get for beam. This is the analysis, the other one is the design. Remember, analysis and design. So this is it. It's 12 pages. So save it. Very, very important. Save it. Okay, we are through with beam now, so we go to column now. We now click on column. Some of them failed. Now look at it. I want to redesign. I click on interactive section. Look at what it's giving me now. It is not acting for me, but yet you can see there is no design here. Okay, required, provided, and it's Y20, Y20. Let's see what happens if we change to Y16. Let's change one to Y16. It's still okay. It's still okay. Let's see what happens if we change another one to Y16. Or if we remove it, what happens? Let's see. Oh, you can see it cannot work. It cannot work. So we have to put it. We have to put it. We have to put it. Well, let's use 1616. It can stand. You see it. See the area required and the area provided. So it can stand. Click OK. Okay, so it will change. I mean that the load that is coming to that beam is much. So that is it. You see it. What did he give us? Oh, too much. You can choose Y16 and see. You can see it. Oh, it's too much. Okay, make it Y20. Okay, we can add again Y16. It's better than to use Y20. Let's use Y16 like this. Now say okay. You can see it. So we go to the next one that fell. If you remove one, it cannot work. Let's see what happens if you remove one. Update. Yeah, you see very far below. Cannot work. So we have to put the one. S16. Okay. Come here also. Wow, Y16 is okay. Here also it's interactive. Is it Y16 or Y20? It's too much. Wow, cannot change it to. This is 1930. This is 25. Ah, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. In fact, one can even go. Let's let one go. Oh, it will fail. It will fail. It's okay. 2000. Okay, it's okay. Let's see if we can still change this to Y16. Yes, it's okay. Y20 at edges, Y16 in between. It's standing. This is it. 2000 standing. Okay. This one Y20. Why? Ah, too much. Yes, it's standing. It's standing now. No, not standing. It's standing. 1.188, so it's standing. So this one has come. Alright, all our columns has passed now. Okay, we'll now get the column report here. Click on design report. Get okay, just click okay. You can change the name. You can put anything you want to put on top again. It's left for you. So let's get it. Alright, that is the column report. Column report. This is how the note is transferred to the foundation. You can see it. Open it on PDF to see clearer and better. You can increase this your letters. You know, it's font 8. You can make it 12. You can see better, but it's going to take more of your sheets and all the rest. Okay, look at it here. It's 27 pages. Very, very important. Save it. And you can take time to go through all these things. Save it. Remember, we're saving it in one place because we are going to make use of them. That is it. That is the end of the design. We will be going to foundation the next class.
Hi guys, we have come to the end of our class on how to put curve beam and slab and run analysis and design. Please, if you have found value in our video, help us to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and also turn the notification button to all so that anytime we drop a new video, you will be notified. See you in the next class. Bye bye.